so much. I'm starving.
Eat the donuts.
Long day. So with so many people involved in this show who have like a great track record, what can you say about anything that surprised you the most when you read it on the script to seeing it on screen in terms of how they're able to like bring certain things to life?
Well, I think when you were kind of talking about this earlier, when we were kind of reading the script, you think that so much of the stuff is going to be visual effects. But when we got there, our team is amazing, our cast and crew, everybody's so great. But Bryan Singer was the director of our first episode, and kind of seeing him, oh, we're not going to do that in visual effects, he wants it really there. So kind of being able to work with things that are there instead of, like, we had actual sentinels in the first episode. I mean, they weren't moving, but we had like prototypes there, so kind of being able to see how it's going to play out before
and what it was
going to
be was really cool, actually, because it's, you take it for granted how much that stuff helps you, because like if they hadn't shown us any like designs or anything of those robots, or we wouldn't even have been known, like we wouldn't have known what was chasing us, we wouldn't have known what was going on. And you know, if they did all our powers with practical effects, with visual effects, we wouldn't have known what was going on or how to act around them or at all. But you know, so it's been cool like that.
So having practical effects, it can be very helpful.
It's very helpful, and it's also very cool.
Right.
Because, dude, okay, second episode, we had this whole thing set up on the highway where, oh yeah.
It's only one more day.
It's only one more day.
Yeah.
At 2:45, there's a panel, guys, if you want to check it out.
Well, anyways, it feels, what I'm trying to say is whenever I do it, it feels like I actually have the powers, because the reactions are happening right in front of my face, and it's really cool.
Right, so since it was a lot more helpful with the practical stuff, can you discuss a little bit more as to like what was challenging portraying your character?
My powers, his powers are pretty practical. My powers are very visual. It's a shield, and it was kind of cool developing this character because you've never seen her in the, like for Polaris or for Blink, everybody has an idea of what this should look like. For my character, it was like, okay, what would this look like? And I think that it's also cool because my powers are developing more, so my prototype for my powers kind of start changing as I become more developed. But yeah, I think it's very strange doing these things in front of 100 people. Like you feel like kind of like an idiot, like like if you're doing like something like weird with your hand, and then
yeah, the entire crew is there just watching.
And you're like, oh God, do I look stupid? But no. In the second episode, I've seen episode 1, a little bit of episode 2, and our visual effects guys make it work, which is awesome.
Make us look badass rather than goofy.
Is there any X-Men characters you would really like to see on the show, like dream X-Men characters?
All of them, but I don't think that's. I think it's a whole separate thing, you know. But
I think that a young Storm would be really cool.
Yeah,
we do have some characters from Days of Future Past in the show, so I don't see why it couldn't happen.
Blink, yeah.
Yeah, Blink is awesome, and Jamie does such a great job with that character. So, yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to come from the X-Men movies, I guarantee that we'll all be open to it.
Definitely, absolutely.
If you guys could have a power outside of what your characters have, what would it be and why?
Mind manipulation.
Telekinesis. But like on a grand scale, like Chronicle style, because then I could just be like, blow everything away. You know?
I like to be able to manipulate people. I can already do that, but having it be like more in a better way. There's so much that you could do though, like even in government and like stuff like that, like having somebody who can tell certain people on how to think, it's crazy. That would be insane. I tell everybody to like not go to work in the morning so I could have no traffic on the freeway.
Yeah, like
that'd be crazy. I could go through any like airport.
The guy from the Dark Tower, that book, he just has the ability to give commands, and then it's like a curse or whatever, so he can just say like, stop breathing, and then you just stop breathing, and it's like so trippy watching that. And in the movie they use a couple parts of it, and he walks past this like little girl at one point, it's just like hate. and then this girl starts hating, and it's so funny.
Mine would be to smile. Smile. Like me.
A lot of young actors really wanted, to be a part of the show. Can you tell us a lot about the audition process for you guys? Because I think, the one thing that made me look forward to is just seeing the portrayal of these characters. I thought it was really well cast.
Well, it was very interesting, my audition process, because my original audition was for Runaways, which is a Hulu show. So I auditioned for Runaways, and I've met Jeff Loeb, and he said we hit it off immediately. I got really close with him in the audition room. So then he was like, this character just doesn't feel like you. Let's have you audition for Inhumans. So then I auditioned for Inhumans. He's like, this just doesn't feel right. I have this new script that's X-Men based, and it got me the most excited because I've grown up with the X-Men movies, and I think that they're extremely iconic. So kind of being in that universe got me very excited. And when I got the audition sides, I was like, this character feels like me. So it was kind of like an amazing feeling, and I tested for all 3 shows in a matter of 5 days. So having a character that visibly stood out to me, it was amazing. But yeah, I'm so happy, and I get to work with this dork every day, so it's very cool.
I just did a self-tape and a screen test, and it happened really fast. Like she said, it was just like, I went and did this tape. I was like, oh, that's just, I don't know what that is.
With Marvel, they can't tell you anything.
Yeah,
that's the biggest problem.
They hit it. So.
Yeah, you don't have a real script. For the first 2 weeks of booking this, I never read anything. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah. For the tape, I didn't have those like butterflies or anything because I was like, oh, what is this? And then like 2 weeks later, suddenly I'm in California. I'm doing a screen test for like Bryan Singer, and I'm like,
what is this?
Yeah.
This is a TV show?
Yeah. What are some of the villains that you guys would love to go and fight? Whether it's hand-to-hand combat.
I'm thinking of one, but I can't say it because it gives away our storyline.
Yeah.
A villain that you'd like to fight. I think that it would be really interesting to see Magneto in the script, especially because we see his daughter in this, and I think that he's been one of my stepdaughter. But she just said that it was her real dad.
I don't know.
But
Magneto is crazy.
Magneto's a crazy guy. He needs to learn some protection. Kind of that character I think would be really cool. That's my favorite character from the movie. So I think that it's also interesting because the reason that he's as evil as he is because he lost his family. Right. And I think that that's kind of what our show's about, and that's kind of where Kobe's character is. So kind of seeing the development behind that character I think would be really cool.
Nice. And as for you?
As for me, a villain that I would like to see in the show
is me really angry.
Yes, I want to fight.
When I wake up before 5 o'clock.
I want Andy to fight Lauren, yeah.
Bring it, bitch.
Thank you so much for your time.
Would you like to take the donuts with you?